We have 169 towns. We have hunger in all of them. We're the richest state in the country. That's unacceptable. You know, it's so great to see Michelle here. What a legacy and something she started that grows more every year. You know, hunger is the number one problem that we have in social services. If kids don't eat, they can't study. If seniors don't eat, they can't survive. You know, you can't thrive if you're hungry all the time. And more people are hungry than we ever know because pride gets in the way. You know, they're not going to tell you they're hungry. They're not going to go stand in line where their neighbors can see them. And that's a problem. We have a fantastic food bank in West Haven. It's called WHEAT, West Haven's Emergency Assistance Task Force. Thank you. I have the pleasure of introducing the man who rolls up his sleeves and gets all the work done today, our director, Michael Savinelli. Say a few words.
He wasn't kidding. I really do roll up my sleeves. Much like Bill said, there's not much I can say right now that hasn't already been said. I do want to pick up on a theme, though, that's been consistent throughout all the speakers, which is the growing need of this. So, you know, when I took over WHEAT at the beginning of 2023, it was sort of a very modest pantry, serving just about 600 families a year. It's not much doing this job, right? At the end of 2024, we were serving 2,700. That was before these federal funding cuts. That was before these policy changes that are coming up. And now with all of these things looming on the horizon, the need is going to just get much worse. And I and many other food pantries, we are now facing the possibility of serving many more people with much less food. And I'm just going to say it outright. I'm scared. I am scared. And I want to ram home the importance of this CT-NAP funding because we give out right now about 350,000 pounds of food a year. Good 75% of that comes from Connecticut Food Share. As I tell my board, if anything happens to that food source, it's going to create a gap that no amount of fundraising is going to be able to fill, right? We do what we do and we do it well. Everybody here does it well, from their heart, with efficiency, doing the right thing. But at a certain level, it's bigger than us. And so this CT-NAP funding is critical because I don't want to have to look at trying to feed 3,000 or 3,500 families. I don't want to look at trying to feed 10,000 people with 100,000 pounds of food, because that's not going to work out for anybody. So I don't mean to be the downer, but you know, it's a scary time right now, not just for food assistance programs, but for all nonprofits. And so we all really have to link arms at this point. We all, public and private, all the nonprofits, we have to circle the wagons. And I always say this, it matters where you live. And we're lucky to live in Connecticut. We are absolutely lucky to live in a state that has its priorities, you know, in order. And whether you agree with what happens or doesn't agree with what happens, at least it's done with good intentions. So we're lucky we live in Connecticut. We're lucky we have all of these wonderful organizations to work on this, you know, epidemic of hunger. But this CT-NAP funding is really, really important. So talk to who you got to talk to. Let's make it happen. Thank you.